I know the game told me to conserve my ammo, but watch me not care. I do what I want. Come down, buddy. Oh, that didn't work. Wait, did that respawn? Why are they... What is happening? They come back alive?
Okay. This is it.
What? Iron? This thing. What? What? Did that deer creature like blow up? Why can't I climb up that? Okay. Is there a target lock? I don't even know if there's a target lock. Ooh, who are you? Oh, mama. Oh my gosh. Okay. What the?
That's my secret. Captain.
Goodness.
I'm always angry.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. No. Rub my nose. I'm already getting my butt kicked here. She's not good. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my F. I love how I can't dodge that. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oh, you're losing? That sucks. Sorry to hear it, Angry, even though you can't hear me. Oh, it's a checkpoint. That's what that symbol is. Nice. Nicely done. Upgrading weapons allows you to overcome increasingly difficult challenges. Talk to Riggs. Upgrade your weapons. Nice. Welcome, LJ. How's your Saturday?
Traveler. Oh, thank the founder. You're alive. What happened?
I swear I didn't kill anybody. They got sucked into this gem.
I knew the founder was up to something. I mean, who else wants to visit the old lord, huh? Look, I'm sorry you got involved in this, Traveler. So, then what happened? Wait, what? Clementine? Where is she? Is she okay? Right, sorry. Clementine, she means a lot to all of us. We gotta find her. I'll get everybody together. If she went through the World Stone, she could be anywhere. damn straight you could. She could be anywhere, like worlds away. All right, I'll get Brabus and Riggs. I'll tell them to... Oh, what the hell am I doing? I don't know what's out there any more than you do. Oh, I'd be putting the whole town at risk. Clem wouldn't want that. Hell, it's a miracle you came back. Oh, I'm sorry. The town will help you all it can, but I can't ask anyone to go out there. We gotta trust you to find her. Is that all right? Thanks, Traveler. Talk to the folks around town. They should have any supplies you need. You know, Ford used to tell me, old Commander Ford, not the founder, that a leader and a hero are two different things. The leader's place is always with her people. I thought she was just taking a dig at her grandfather for leaving all the time, but I think I'm starting to understand her better now. Yeah, she's doing great. Can't keep her down, really. As soon as she heard you disappeared with the founder, she was on her feet. Nothing the doc said would stop her. I don't know what she was doing all that time. Looking for you, maybe, or just keeping herself busy. Anyway, all that anxiety of hers turned out to be pretty helpful. She even set up shop over toward the entrance gate. You should go see her. She don't show it, but she's worried sick about you. Keeps talking about leaving, but never does. I've seen that before. Yeah, so after you and the founder went missing, Riggs and I went looking for you. Found the stone floating and glowing like the old days. And I had a hunch what happened. You know, not my first experience with this thing, you know? I wanted it out here this time, so we could help anyone who came through right away. Turns out that was the right choice. Who knows how long it would have taken you to get out of that old ward. Right. So, a long time ago, when the Root were still everywhere, I helped the Wanderer get to the oldest ward somewhere out past the... tell the truth, I don't even know where it is. Now that's the thing about the World Stone. They don't give you any idea where you are or how you got there. I don't know how the Wanderer got used to it. Yeah, that's what they call him. Yeah, I didn't come up with it. Yeah, the Wanderer did all the real stuff. Entered the ward, fought the Root, found Clementine. Anyway, yeah, I know better than most. Anything can come out of one of these things. I mean, I knew she was gone. I just didn't know she was that gone. Clem takes off from time to time, you know? It's just her way. She'll disappear for hours, sometimes days at a time. Well, I never liked it, but she can take care of herself, yeah? And it's not like I could stop her anyway. And she always came back, saying she just needed to be alone for a while, and I can respect that. I just wish she'd talk to someone, you know? Yeah, well, the Founder's his own thing, ain't he? It's not the first time he's disappeared on us. Not even the 5th time. Commander Ford, the Founder's granddaughter, used to say relying on the Founder was like running across rubble. Now, you could do it for a while, but sooner or later, it'll let you down. Now, I don't know if I'd go that far, but Founder Ford, he was always more of like, well, more of an idea to us than a leader. Hell, when I was a kid, everyone thought he'd been dead for years. That's the thing about the Founder. He never stays gone. A week, a year, a decade. Somehow, he always finds his way back here. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
They hauled the stone into the middle of town? What the heck? Alright, sorry, a lot of dialogue. LT's got dinner, all's well with the world. Nice. I'm just chilling on a Saturday here. Gonna have the grandkid soon. Overnight for Easter. And look, Schalke followed my instructions and they scored while I was streaming. Good job, Schalke.
How goes it, friend? What you got? Started in that rusty bunker.
I
Over
know.
there. Ward 13.
I'm Lucky
Only
Charm.
a few of us back then. Hunkered in the dark while the Deadwood had their way up top. Until a wanderer, not unlike yourself, came and changed everything. Wish I could give you a straight answer, friend. The storm itself spat them on our doorstep half dead. We brought them back to life, though, and before I knew it, they were asking me to work on the daftest equipment you ever saw. Never told me where they got it from or what they did with it. But I know this. It was them what set the route to rights. No doubt in my mind. Oh, you'll see the others around. My, bilious colleague there, McCabe, old Reggie, our resident storyteller, and Bo, of course. He was just knee-high to a nightingale when Ellen took him in. But look at the boy now, eh? What's to say? I spent years trying to survive. Lost folks I loved. Found new folks to care for. The same tale you're likely to hear from anyone else. This town, though. This town's a boon. Commander Ford's dream child. Ellen Ford, that is. She's been building this place ever since the route started dying out 20 years ago. A beacon of hope, she called it. It's just a town to some folk. But a few of us see it like she did. Your cat. She passed on a while back. But she's still alive all around you. In the folks whose lives she's touched. Even in the bones of this town. And then there's her grandfather. That old man's gonna outlive the Earth itself. She did. Saved my life. Me and my partner, Jed.
And going to sign into law that Baker must scream every time chalk or Rangers play this strange sport with a ball.
Did that for all of us. When you meet Founder Ford, you'll know. Years don't have the usual hold on some folk around here. But Ford...
That can only be a law that benefits Donnie. He doesn't care about that.
Fair enough. You know where to find me.
This better be good. All right, make it quick. No, I used to be a real asshole. Now I'm a beacon of kindness. Hard. Root everywhere. We did our best. Took in strays and tried to make a life of it. But it was no life worth living. Good people died. Few of us were brave or desperate enough to leave the bunker. The Wanderer, Ace. Ask Bo about the one time he went out. He came running back like a spooked cat. The Wanderer. They were a very rare pain in my ass. I never told them that. Wish I would have. They were here and then gone. Just blew in, stopped a global infestation, and then poof, they left. I should have thanked them when I had a chance. Founder Ford got a bug up his ass about something happening back at Ward Prime. Bo was supposed to take the Wanderer back there, but he chickened out and ran home the first chance he got. The chronicles of our fearless leader. Just an old friend. Can't say this has been fun. All right then. Okay, that's all you get. Bye now.
Bye.
You look like you need some... All right. I guess I set myself up for that one. I told you the mud dogs didn't take hell from no one. And won't anyone stood up to us without getting knocked down. Save one. This mudder walks into my court, confident as a wolf in a rabbit trap. I'm thinking, this'll be a fight to remember, eh? At best. Then, I noticed something the mudder's got on him. It's a watch. What belonged to my old man. I figure he finally tripped the branches and I'm about to wring this wanderer's neck myself. But then, the wanderer says the old man gave it to him. That caught me. The old man wouldn't give up that watch to no one but family. And he never gave it to me. I let the wanderer go. After taking the watch, of course. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I hear. Changed the world a few times over, that one. Sometime later, I got the nerve to see the old man myself. He surprised me. He wasn't pissed or patronizing, just sat me down and started telling stories like we'd been chatting every day. He didn't say nothing about the watch when I told him. Just glad it had a home. Tell you what, I think he wanted me to take it, the old bastard. Anyway, we talked a lot after that, and when word got out that folks here at the ward were starting something new, well, the old man and I both knew what needed doing. I told the mud dogs they were free to do as they liked. We weren't a pack no more, and the old man and I set up shop here. Kind of boring to tell
There's
you
an
the truth, but
extraordinary amount of
better than a
dialogue in this
bullet
game.
hole, I guess. Don't know what else I can tell you, save the stories folks around here like to spin. The way they tell it, that wanderer walked through crystals to other worlds until one day they slammed the door on the Deadwood altogether and saved the world. Yeah, they all sound just like my old man with these stories. You can see that again. I ain't complaining, mind you. There's definitely something different about this place. Maybe if I stick around long enough, I'll figure out what it is. Oh, that old mudder. People call him Mudtooth. He's set up over yonder, and he's more than happy to tell you
I'm
about
memorizing
himself.
every bit
And
here.
then some. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but he was the leader of the Mud Dogs before I took him over. They got soft, see? Couldn't hack it in a dog-eat-dog world. Of course, that ain't the way he tells it. We still don't see eye to eye on which of us was right. Disagree to agree, I guess. Well, the Mud Dogs ran for years. Started out with my old man in a place called Sanctuary, and eventually came out here. We set ourselves up in a place folks started calling Cutthroat Channel. Nobody came in or out without our say-so, not even Deadwood. Yeah, I got a story or two from the glory days. I ain't my old man. He'll talk your ear off and then use it as a chew toy. But at least I'll tell you the truth. That's so. Well, back in the day, whenever a group of folks came traipsing into the Mud Dog's den, we'd give them a choice. Kill each other, or get killed. I told them we was weeding out the weak. But that wasn't the real reason. That particular tradition started the day Chavis and his gang rolled in and said they wanted to join forces. Not on my word, no. There was only 3 of them, all torn up like they'd try to steal fish from a bear. The rest of Chavis's gang had been chewed up by Deadwood, he said. That seemed legit to me. I was just about to let him join when Chavis's deputy, the woman with the unlikely name Sunny, turns on the other 2 and starts slicing them up. Well, me and the boys start taking bets. It was the most fun we'd had in months. After the other 2 fell, Sunny says Chavis was planning on killing me in my sleep, taking the gang. Ever since, folks come looking to join up. We had them fight each other first. Yeah, it weeds out the weak, yeah. But also make sure nobody's stupid enough to try a coup. But so, well, it was a bad winter. Real bad.
Angry.
Even the Deadwood wouldn't go out in it. But they didn't need to. Goddamn Earth was killing us all on its own. There was nothing to eat, and I mean nothing. Mud dogs would raid and steal, but there weren't no one to raid from. We'd threaten people's lives, and they'd laugh like it was a gift. Weren't surprising then when the dogs turned on each other. Started with one fool called Beers. He accused me of hoarding, so I punched him. Soon the whole gang was fighting. It was chaos. Bleeding and shouting and cussing. Finally, I cracked Beers on the skull, and he don't get up. Quiet, I shout. And when I got their attention, I say, plenty to eat now. It's over 100 pounds of meat on your average human stranger. When it like that, I'd be stupid to pass it up. What? You think dog eat dog was some kind
Cannibalism.
of metaphor? First, let me ask you something. Your family's starving. Has been for days, and there's no food nowhere, except for a bunker, where a bunch of survivors are holed up. What do you do? Yeah? And what do you do when they show you the open end of a rifle instead? Good for you. Now you're dead. I said to my dogs, what's the one thing this world's got no end of? More than guns or food or mutters what got more than enough of both? Deadwood, I said. See, the root don't care about food or guns. All you gotta do is break a bunker open. The root will clean out the nest and leave you the rest. That's the world it was, stranger. Dog eat dog. Because, traveler,
So delicious.
I'm reformed.
I love sours.
That's
Lomia
so.
never gives me
Well,
sweets,
there's
but
one
I
of my
eat
old
them
man's
anyways.
tales that is true.
I am the king
He used to
of
live in
Planet
this old
Trump, and
trouble.
nobody tells
Made a
me
good
what to
sniper's
do.
nest, letting him pop off Deadwood one at a time. I kept him off for a while, but the mud dogs got wind they were mustering something big. I weren't about to let the old man kick it, so we set a trap up for their trap. Problem was, they moved faster than we thought. We had explosives set around for most of the area, but the Deadwood came too soon. We hadn't set the detonators yet. The old man, though, he wakes in the crack of night, howling and popping off shot after shot at the root. Well, one of his shots must have hit our explosives, because suddenly the whole street goes up in flames. My dogs got lucky. Only a couple were close enough to get singed. But the root got blown all to hell. To this day, my old man thinks he killed 300 of them, all by himself. Of course I did. Can't have the old mudder thinking he's God's gift to this gray earth. He don't ever stop telling the tale his way, though. Well, I suppose I got one more left in me. You ever hear of the Root Mother? She's one of them weirdos even the Deadwood left alone. Folks used to see her for advice. Crazy folks, desperate. My mud dog's caught one of these crazies. As he begs for his life, he tells us some secret the Root Mother told him. A place in the sewer, good to hole up against Deadwood. Dumb bastard. We killed him anyway, of course. He had food. But one of my boys convinced me to check out his story. That's how we found Cutthroat Channel. Once the Deadwood cleared out, it wasn't so hard to keep it clear. Stayed there for years. So the dumb bastard was right. Ha! You sound like the loonies here in town. Root crazies don't know me from a jar of dirt. We just made our own luck, was all. Yeah, my old man spins yarns. I'm just telling you what happened. And why you still standing here?
Too many stories.
Let's see if we can, keep you from...
What I should be doing is saving up for a
That'll
better
serve
gun,
you
maybe,
well.
rather than
Watch
upgrading the one I
yourself,
have.
stranger.
Really don't even know.
World ain't clean yet.
Those guns that Brabus sells are better for killing.
So this is sealed up now. Alright, Final score was a tie. That's better than a loss, right, Angry?
The pestilence has not yet harmed this one. Good. Of course, Paxeltech.
I've already talked about these.
They are crafted using a special long have they are crafted. The crystal.
We've already done this.
Oh. The Paxeltech's path lies before it.
If everybody I talk to has as many stories and dialogue as that last guy, I'm gonna go crazy.
Traveler. They don't like it when I help you.
Ooh, I need this.
Until next time. The travel. This is Earth before the root came. No, wait. After. Ah, sorry. This is our home. Our place. Everyone's got a place. Root attacks have slowed down here some since the old days. But they're still around. I mean, you knew that. The door was destroyed. All the doors. They can't come in no more, but they're trying. They'll never stop trying. I see things. Always have. Things I don't want to see. Things no one else sees. It's the root. They're connected. We're connected through the sight. When I was a kid, I thought they were nightmares. My big brother Mark talked me through them. Things were easier with Mark. Then Mark died.
Marky Mark.
And the root mother came. She was something else. Not root, not human. But I was drawn to her. Commander Ford didn't want me talking to her. It didn't stop me. She told me what I was seeing. Taught me to use it. Taught me how not to use it. I'm one of the few people that misses her. Now that she's gone, my people here. They need the sight. Like you and your friend need it. I see what the root sees. Past. Present, future, worlds to be, and worlds long gone. They see everything. I see in pieces. No. The root mother. That was the first thing she taught me to be certain about. Death and oblivion. A flaw that became perfection. The roots only want to kill, to annihilate, to silence. Yeah. Blessed silence. Serenity among the ashes.
Quit speaking so haltingly. Just get it out, man.
Everyone asks. No one wants the answer. That's what they say. It's never true. The root won't ever stop. And they can never die. When one falls, another takes its place. Always. For the root, there's no time. Patience is just existence. Doors close and doors open. And the root waits behind every one. They see only one end. The end of everything. There's no other outcome. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not what you want to hear. It never is. Oh, I've seen you a bunch of times. They think about you a lot. That's how I knew where you were, and where you would be. That's how I knew I'd meet you today. Strange, isn't it? If I hadn't told Clementine
Okay,
you were
kids,
out there, you wouldn't
everyone
be here.
calm
But I
down.
saw you
Daddy
here,
Donnie is
clear
now
as
here.
day.
So everyone
They
should give
saw
me the
you.
attention a true king deserves.
Hold on. You can talk to them.
Oh, there's a lot of things coming. You're in the middle of most of them. And
You
who
won't
the
be
hell
on
knows
camera.
why? But it starts with Ford.
You wouldn't be on the
You've seen
camera.
it. You will. Until next time.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm still muted. I don't know how to add a mod. Oh, here. I've already added my only mod to my gun. You can't hear the game though. I don't think they can hear you though. So how's this game so far? Hardly had any gameplay because these people won't shut their mouths.
For you, friend?
Questions? Oh, I reckon I've got a few answers. You'll like this one.
He has more
You've been
stories?
introduced to that girl Clementine. Powerful woman she is, but she weren't always so. She's near as old as Ford is, if you can believe it.
Even older than my old bones. How about it? Those two have a lot in common, including traveling to other worlds. Clementine, see, she was born on Earth, but she spent most of her life on the snow. Hey, watch it. So, now, you see, she was born on Earth, but Clementine spent 100 years on a snow world called Resome. They call it that on account of some you read and some you don't. Anyway, what was she doing all that time? Training. See, Resome's full of giant talking rats. They got warrior rats and midwife rats and even mystic rats. Clementine, she learned under the tutelage of a two-headed mystic named Sebum. Taught her everything she knows. She don't talk about it, of course, on account of Sebum.
Got an old
Sebum's a
prospector's
wanted
voice.
man. Rat, I guess. But it's got its own truth. I met the man myself, the rat. You'll like this one. Back when
We already
the
went
Earth
through
fell,
like 12
a
stories last
dragon,
stream.
A real root dragon took up residence over there, just like in old fairy tales. It started
Should be
in
one
them
story
wars,
per
see?
time you come up to
Your
him.
eyes only hush-hush military conspiracizing farms and whatnot. That's where they made all their weapons and did experiments. And just like those tales, it took a what now? It took a night to slay this dragon. Oh, but the dragon was crafty, all right. He knew the knight needed help, so the dragon gave it to him. Yep. The dragon took the form of a talking tree and told the knight if they wanted to slay that dragon,
one stream should
they'd
just be
have
this
to
guy's
slay all these
stories.
other beasts first. A cyclops, a living statue, what do you call them? Golem. Well, the knight.
They're all wordy. Every time I talk to someone, they won't shut up.
These beasts weren't protecting the dragon. They were holding him back. So when the dragon finally did reveal itself, it was too strong for the knight. And it took him, body and mind, and made their strength its own. Stop me if I told you this one already. I've been telling tales about the Ford family for years. I tell you, nothing about them surprises me no more. Like old Commander Ford, one who used to run this here ward, she was the youngest of the family. She's the one what brought most of this town together. They say she's dead and buried, but they don't know the truth of it. See, the old commander were the youngest. Crazy old man went and fought the Deadwood head on and lived. Her grandmother was half Root herself. Folks used to call her the Root Mother. And oh, she were a twisted one, let me tell you. The thing about the Fords is they can't die. Not a single damn one of them. I mean, look, they all thought old Ford had died long ago, and there he is, plain as day. I don't care what anyone says. I swear to you on my unborn brother's life, the other Fords are still out there somewhere, too. This is 100% true. You ever wonder what the world was
some
like
weird
before
saying he's
the
just
Deadwood
doing.
came? Well, pull up a chair, young'un. The world was filled with people. I'm talking millions, maybe even bazillions. Why, you couldn't sneeze without snotting someone in the face. Now, these folks weren't like us nowadays.
Sneeze without
They had
snotting
so
someone in the
much
face.
food that they would eat for fun. They'd get together to eat the extra meat. They had spare ribs, called it a barbecue. They were immune to all kinds of diseases. And every one of them, every one, had a puppy. Huh. And that there world was run by, let's see here, what? Oh,
Gotta
let me
finish
see
the
here.
story.
And the world was run by, let's see here. What was it now? A presidentures. Yeah, that's it. On account of the ceremonial wooden teeth. Whole damn world was ruled by the presidentures of the United States. Yes, sir. It was a better time then. Folks resolved their differences by coming together, listening to each other's problems and trying to solve them together. Oh, I guess that's what young Bo's trying to do with this place, ain't he? He ain't done half bad so far, neither. I reckon you gotta go through the bad to get to the good again. It's always there waiting if you just keep on looking. Stop me if I told you this one already. Crazy 8 traveled a lot after leaving Sanctuary. Came to this one town named Ghostwell. No, Oak Hole. No, wait. It was Swan Creek. Swan Creek, I'm sure of it. Anyway, this Croakswell town didn't take kindly to strangers, and that sure as hell meant us. We stayed anyway, of course. Brought 'em good scrounge, we did. Nobody scavenged like the Crazy 8. And there was this girl, smartest damn girl you ever met. Her old man, though, he didn't like us one bit, especially me. So one day, there's a banging on the doorstep. I open the door, and the girl's old man clocks me with the butt of his shotgun. Knocked out one of my teeth, he did. Then he points the gun in my face and starts shouting, "Which one of you assley holes got her in the family way?" he says. "I know it was one of you." Well, I ain't gonna argue with a man behind a gun. So I looks around, sees my tooth in the mud, and says, "Mudtooth, he's the one you're after." And off he ran after someone who don't exist. Or didn't exist, I guess. We ditched Ghost Crack that day, but the name came with me. And that's the story of how Brabus was born. Except he weren't born yet, was he? Not born then. The other thing. Conceptualized. Would you believe old Mudtooth is out of tails? Well, don't. 'Cause I ain't. Couldn't resist, could you?
He already has a shop, Angry, without listening to him. Angry likes these stories. They have good fantasy, impressive stories. I think we lost LJ. He couldn't handle these stories. Oh, these are just consumables. So.
Take care, young'un. Don't be a stranger.
Hello again, traveler. What would you like to... Old as teeth, friend. Old as teeth. Everything we know comes from Founder Ford. That title don't come from nowhere. He was there at the start. When the world ended, about 120 years ago, give or take a decade, Ford and some survivors took shelter in old Ward 13 over there. I don't know how many wards there were, but they were all part of something called the Dreamer Project that went bad. Real bad. There are rumors. Some say he made a deal with the Root, and that's why he's so hell-bent on stopping him. Some say he was experimented on in the Dreamer Project. Some say he found some kind of magic out there in the years when he was traveling the worlds. Truth is, nobody knows. Maybe not even Ford himself. Personally, I think Ford's just tough as dirt and refuses to die. Ford and Clementine are the only ones what really know, and they don't like to talk about it. But old Reggie's got a gift for collecting stories, and I've gleaned a few things. At the wards, see, they connected people to machines that made them dream about other worlds. But these worlds were real, and the dreamers were seeing through the eyes of someone that lived there. Sounds like a bridge too far, don't it? And it did for me, too. At least until I met Clementine. The story's pretty long, friend. Let me know if you get tired of the telling. After the world fell, See, Founder Ford carried the whole burden of what happened on his shoulders. Tell the truth, I don't think he ever put that burden down. At first, nothing. He pressed on with the work of helping others survive.
They won't shut up!
If you ask me, that was the best thing he could have done. It never should
I
have
played
stopped.
like 10 minutes of
Maybe he
gameplay.
wouldn't have if Evelyn hadn't. See, Evelyn was his wife, and she was something special. She could hear the root, see what they saw. At first, she thought she was going insane. But then she started using it, spying on the dead wood. And she saw something coming. Something big. She saw a monster, something the ward, the whole city couldn't handle. And only one way out. She communed with the root, I guess you'd call it. Melded her mind to theirs and drove the monster off. But the root swallowed her, body and mind, until there was nothing left of Evelyn Ford. Her husband lost it then. He left the ward for months, sometimes years at a time, wandering the worlds trying to find something, anything that could stop the root. And one day, he just didn't come back. Well, now my story's not through yet.
Well, you paused like it was
They had a
through.
daughter, Nadine. She was maybe 17 when her mother disappeared. Too young to run the ward, but when her pa was gone, folks would ask her their questions instead. Then one day, she was just in charge of everything. Nadine had her own daughter, Ellen, who really made us who we are today. Commander Ellen Ford inherited her mother's pragmatism, her grandfather's doggedness, and her grandmother's willingness to make hard choices. So whenever someone showed up, dehydrated, starving, half mad from loss, she took them in, taught them a trade in medicine and supplies, gave them a family. So you were paying attention. I owe a lot to Ellen Ford, and we all do. And I miss her something fierce, let me tell you.
Oh my gosh.
She was one of the dreamers, if you can believe it. The only one still alive, as far as I can tell. She says she got sucked out somehow, dragged into her dream world before the root came to Earth. I don't understand it much. I reckon she don't either. But she found herself in a place called Reesum, a world covered in snow and inhabited by giant intelligent rats. Don't know how she survived, but I imagine it has to do with those powers of hers. Hey, that's the story I still haven't gotten out of her. Sure is. But power like that don't come without a cost. I can only imagine what it must take out of her to control a power like that. Oh, about 20-odd years ago, we had almost nothing left. Trapped in Ward 13 with nowhere to go and the root getting worse all around us. Then this stranger wanders in out of the storm, makes friends, picks up some gear, and damned if they don't take the fight to the root. I still don't know if that wander was crazy or brave or both, but they did it. They beat the root, and things got better day by day. Once it seemed safe to live outside again, Commander Ford made plans to build this town here. She was a force, that woman. Founder Ford came back once. Did I mention that? Almost 60 years ago, right after his daughter Ellen's mother passed away. Ellen couldn't have been more than 18 at the time, but she told him the war didn't need him. Didn't have room for some legend who was just as likely to leave as to lead. I reckon Founder Ford saw the wisdom of that, because a while later, he left again and didn't return for a long time. When he finally did, he wasn't leading us no more. He was content to leave the ward in better hands, Ellen's hands. Well, she fell sick some time ago. Most of us have lost folks without any chance to say goodbye. But we got that with Ellen. Why, she even made things right with her grandfather before the end, or so I hear. The two of them together put Bo in charge of the ward. No one was more surprised about that than Bo. But you know what? He's the right man for the job. Ain't no one loves a ward, loves these people more than the kid who was raised by him. He's gonna do all right. The Wanderer was on a mission from the start. Said something about getting to the tower on the old atoll out there. Sounded crazy the first time I heard it, but turns out that tower was one of the old wards. The Wanderer's path wasn't easy though. Our Wanderer had to track down Founder Ford just to find a way in. And that meant following his trail. Just you wait, I'm getting to that. Well, Ford had seemed to have gotten himself mixed up in another world's affairs, helping a rebellion out here, and he was imprisoned for it. Now, no one here knew that, but the Root Mother knew. And that's who our Wanderer left to see. The Root Mother's got a story all her own, and I don't know half of it. Before she was the Root Mother, she was Evelyn Ford. That's right, the Founder's wife. Bound herself to the Root, she did, and it changed her. Turned her into something else. But when the Wanderer showed up, she pulled herself out. The Root Mother, or whatever she called herself after that, sent our Wanderer down a trail of sorrow, at the end of which was the Founder himself. The Wanderer freed him, and used his knowledge to get into the tower, and destroy the last Dreamer. Or what we thought was the last Dreamer anyway. It did weaken the Root for a time, but I guess that weren't the whole story. So, the Dreamer was dead. The storm subsided. But the Root, they were still around. Then Founder Ford tells us about the oldest war, the first one, where the Dreamer Project began. He hoped there might be some clue there as to why the Deadwood was still coming to our world. So our Wanderer goes a-hunting. Oh, they found more than even old Ford bargained for. You ain't wrong. Place was full of doors, and I'm not talking about the quiet humankind. One of these doors led to the world of Reesum, where the Wanderer found Clementine. Clementine opened a door what nobody else could have opened. And inside? I hate to admit it, but I don't know what they found inside. All I know is the Root stopped coming when the Wanderer and Clementine were through. They'd done it. Saved the whole damn world. Just making sense of things. Stories make us who we are. If we don't share them, don't learn from them, we're just bouncing around in the dark. Rest assured.
He's got ammo. I wonder if I should buy those regularly.
Keep your wits about you.
I think everybody in this game was from the previous game because they all keep talking about the Wanderer. And the Wanderer, I think, is you in the first game. They're trying to summarize the previous game, and it's not reminding me of anything.
Your friend's all better now. Glad to see she pulled through.
You ever climbed to the top of that tower in the city? It's so beautiful. Welcome back, Sunshine. See everything. What's on your mind, Sunshine?
Please tell me 1,000 stories.
Tons. The old humans knew a lot about the human body, it turns out. Stuff even Grandpa didn't know.
Oh, it's
Did you
Grandpa
know they
again.
used to be able to replace
You've already
organ
told me this.
parts?
Why is it still a dialogue
Think
option?
of all the folks Grandpa and I could have saved if we... Oh, there was plenty. Most of the big stuff know, but they don't. That's why so many... All right, then. Oh. Sure thing.
Grandpa.
I'll be here if you need fixing.
You know, it's strange how quiet it is here some days. Like, nothing...
Hello? This guy does armor. Yeah, this is the armor guy. That's right.
Hey, over here!
it is you. The rumors had me thinking I might not ever see you again. They said you ran off with that old Ford fella and disappeared. I ain't seen you since. Where have you been? You mean that big-ass floating gym over there? Bo said it can take you other places, other worlds even. Before we got here, I'd have laughed in his face. But I've heard weirder stories than that. And I can see on your face, it ain't all make-believe, is it? Feels like anything can be true here. They even healed my root rot. I tell you what, I might just start believing in fairy tales. Even Santa Claus and Fulton's Blend. Yeah, I don't know what's in that stuff Doc Nora gave me, but I ain't felt this good for years. Hell, maybe it was Fulton's Blend. Ah, you know me. I get anxious sitting still for too long. So, I went out to the ruins and scrounged anything useful I could find. I was just doing what I do to survive, you know. Maybe get some things together for when we moved on, but then you didn't come back. And Bo said folks around here
Another
could use
shop.
this stuff, so
Everybody
I
sells
set up
something.
shop. So hey, if you ever need anything out there in the worlds or whatever, you just let me know. I got all kinds of stuff for trade.
America.
Sure. You know me. I don't settle so much as stop moving on for a while. Though, I like any place with a warm bed and decent food. But now that I think about it, there's something different about this place.
Welcome, Mike.
Besides weird shit like floating crystals and girls that shoot light out of their hands.
They won't stop talking.
They're good. They help each other. I think most of them like each other.
I've been streaming for an hour and I played for 5 minutes.
Maybe
10 minutes.
Ever. I don't know if you've met them all yet, but do, eh?
You're
They're
cold?
Good folks.
Where's my
And
sweatshirt?
I can
I
tell
was
you who
taking
does
it
what if you
upstairs.
want. I've been around here long enough for that, at least.
You're still talking?
You'll want to talk to Reggie. He's got all kinds of cures and tonics. A fix to what ails you, he says. And while you're over there,
I know there's
see
a
if you
skip
can figure
button,
out what's
but
going on with that old mud tooth. He's got some crazy
I don't know. Don't you guys
stories,
want to
but
hear
I
it?
can't tell if any of them are true. His stew's pretty good too, once you get used to the smell. It'll keep you on your feet for days. Have you met Dwell yet?
Yes, I've met Dwell.
That's the one. Though, I don't know that he'd appreciate being called a guy. He calls himself a pan from some place called Yesha. I tell you what, I don't understand half of what he's talking about. But the crystals he sells are like
You don't need to hear the
nothing I've
dialogue.
ever seen. Might be just what you're looking for.
No, Mike doesn't, because he's played it for many, many hours.
I don't know. Why? You ready to move on or something? Oh, I get it. You just want to know if I've gone soft for this place, huh? I admit, I'm starting to take a
500
shine to
of
it.
your 600 hours was
This
dialogue.
is the first place in a long while
That's
that's
what it's
felt
feeling like.
anything like home. I mean, you know me. Comfort makes me skittish, but I don't know. It feels like it'd be hard to get too comfortable in a place with glowing portals and talking goats. Anyway, I just want to stick around and see what happens next, at least for now. We'll see. Well, all right.
What does she sell? Crafting material.
Take care of yourself, you hear me?
Talk to those freaks. Who haven't I talked to? Let's spend another 25 minutes here at least.
Hey, again? Yeah, good. Any way I can help? Well,
We already do this? Yeah, we already did this.
Oh, and she
Stop
always
giving me
keeps us
dialogue
safe.
I've already gone through. Let's see. Why is there this purple marker here? Oh. I don't know that code. Look, as if there's not enough dialogue, now I have to read books. Good thing I'm a speed reader. Open the map for a mission marker. There's no mission marker on this map. Isn't there one other person I haven't talked to? Sure. I think so. I think I'm done here. I'm going back in the gem. Hey, we can play again. 50 minutes later.
Please read them out loud, cause I can't read.
Sorry, Angry. I can't read it out loud. I lied. I don't know how to read. What? Close the doors. Hide. Reading is overrated. Oops. I don't even know which way to go here. You know how I love backtracking. Love me some backtracking.
Great. More bad news.
Hey, buddy. How big are these maps? Goodness, I'm gonna miss so many things. I leveled up. Oh, it's one of my favorite enemies. Kind of like this one. With all these spikes everywhere that explode. How do I do my... Wait, there's no pause. Oh gosh! Oh, who are these guys? Who are you? I just died? Oh. Gem just pooped me out. So what does leveling up do? It's not a trait. This? Remember to level up the dialogue. Wait, what is that? Gain 4% range damage and 1.5% weak spot damage. That's passive. I don't want more dialogue trees. I'm not gonna level up my dialogue. There were so many dudes. killed me right here. Do you pick up your XP? Making so many noises. Where's the archer dudes? Oh, there they are. Yeah, I got stamina for this. Stop! Did it just kill itself? I think it just killed itself.
Holy hell.
Okay. Wow. That was fun. I don't know if you recover your XP or not. I'm using my bullets, but stupid game, next dialogue. Why are you leaving? Well, now you gotta crawl around. So what does that means? Does that mean side path? It's an arched door. That's a side path, right? Well, might as well. No one ever got hurt on a side path. So these are just little rune things, relics that I'm just picking up and I get little buffs. What? That didn't make any sense.
I cannot make any pants jokes because I am eating.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Go my inventory on my dragon heart. I don't see dragon heart in here. Character here. I don't have any relics. I thought these are relics. These are relic fragments. So I can't even do it because I don't have...
Alright, let's do this.
Oh, come on. I don't like these guys. I don't like these guys at all. Welcome, Jane. How are you today? The music's still going, so I'm guessing there's still something coming after me. There is. Okay. Hello. Oh, I hate the timing of dodging. I can drop down over here. Who's still freaking coming after me? Oh, this is hilarious. Go insane. Get off my face! Yes, I'm pressing X. What do you want me to do now? I'm busy coughing right now. My gosh. You got root rot.
I'm glad that's over.
LG's got a root. Let's see, I got a lurk. Environmental colors are kind of bleh.
Not mine. My English is the best in the world. Nobody speaks better English than I do. People
true.
always tell me how good it is. And also, hello, Jane.
You do got good English, Donnie. So can I heal root rot by resting? And if I rest, then I have to fight everything again? This is gonna be great. I think I can do this. If I rest and it doesn't go away, then that's gonna be even better.
good.
Are you kidding me? The deer ran through me? Here's hoping. Yep, it cured me. Good.
Okay, this is it.
Where'd those big guys go? I think that's a big guy. Maybe? Are the big guys like mini boss type things that don't respawn?
Here they come.
They do? Oops. Who is hitting me? What the? Was there a civilian or some sort of dude there? I'm getting my butt kicked in this game. Did I pick too high of a difficulty?
Here we go.
It's a hard game. I think I felt like this at the beginning of the first one too. What? What? Oh, this one's a butthole. Oh. More? I'm glad the big ones don't respawn.
Hell. Oh.
I don't know. That's all I can call it, okay? Eek! Oh, it's a big one again.
Yeah.
Those ones teleport. So cool. How do you jump again in this game? Because that's not jump. I'm never using my expert skill because I don't even know what it freaking does. You hold the button to jump. My skill is wall hack with extra damage. This isn't jump. A is roll. I thought A was also jump. I'm gonna fall to my death. Because I don't know how to jump.
Shit.
What? He'll jump. You want me to trust that? Oh my gosh, I about wet myself. Little bit of pee. I didn't kill him. You have a friggin' shield or something? That guy killed me before. New perk, return to sender.
I'm glad that's over.
Ammo drop, that'd be nice.
Out of room. bag's full. All right. Come and get some.
I know my effective range is not good. Shooting a pistol from that range. Am I gonna get ambushed when I get to the end of this? Feels like I'm gonna get ambushed. No? Just a dead end. There's so many just ambient noises in this game, it's hard to know if I'm listening to enemies or just the game.
Okay, this is it.
Wow, he teleported right to my freaking face. Oh boy. Get off of me! Where's your little magic man? Okay, sir. Fight me. Whatever! Whatever! I shot you while you're casting the spell. You can't still cast the spell. These maps are so big. Don't tell me I'm killing innocent animals when I do that, because one of them ran right through me and took off half of my health. Trait points. These usually have crap in them. Really just trying to find a dead end. I love me some dead ends.
Shit.
I like that my character says what I'm thinking.
Well, at least that's over.
I feel like I picked the wrong character. Yeah, we got out of dialogue. Finally, I'm back in the game, and the game's kicking my butt, so I kind of want to go back to dialogue. How big is this map? You want me to save the dialogue for you? LJ. It won't let me commit to that. Makes sense, I guess. You think I should switch the difficulty? Am I doing that poorly? You have to restart. I'm fine. Everybody knows I'm fine. Okay, that's a boss gate, right? A fog gate, like Dark Souls. And there's a checkpoint there. Can I fast travel between checkpoints? I don't know if I want to. I'd rather clear this rather than have to fight my way through again. Ooh, purple. Sinister Totem. This? Whatever. I can teleport from checkpoint back. Now the thing is, the other checkpoint though, I still have to fight through. I'm gonna risk it, like an idiot. Oh, the boss one. So that was the starting checkpoint. There's another checkpoint there. Can I teleport between that one and that one? Is that what we're saying? Check around this corner. Oh, I don't want to go to Ward 13. Unless you mean from Ward 13 I can go to any checkpoint. Or if I only go to the boss one. Whatever. Who needs checkpoints? Ooh. Oh, you. Oh, I can shoot his little floaty ball, I think. Yellow is iron, gray is ammo, I think. Lead to the same place. Wait, that's a oh, that's a ladder. It's too early to be stressed out so much about this game. This is a side path, for crying out loud. Something talking right now? How do I get to that ladder? What? Oh, I bet that's a shortcut back after I go around this long way, maybe. Why is the music? Why the music? Oh, it's you. Okay.
Come on.
Or more. Gray health conversion. So are these little passive things that I'm getting?
No room for that.
Why am I hearing stuff? Are you in the wall? You're in like the wall, dude. You glitched out into the wall. Did you die? No, you're just in the wall. Cool. He can spit out of the wall. Makes sense, I guess. I left. Oh, I left ammo over there. That's right, because I was full. The music doesn't want to calm down because that guy is stuck in the ground. Game's like, hey, there's a guy in the ground. You better kill him. Could have hit that pod and just exploded him. Right? I don't see a path. I thought there'd be a path that winds over to here. So that's weird. Still in the wall.
Looks like I'm full up.
Can I climb into this? What does this mean right here? Am I supposed to be able to get to that? No. Well, if Mike doesn't know, then we're all doomed. I'm gonna go to the boss, I suppose.
That's it. For now.
I haven't used my sword once in this area. I was getting used to it at the previous area. Not so much here. Alright, wish me luck, I suppose. Wait, this isn't a... Is this a boss room? It almost looks like a whole new map. Are they gonna spawn enemies and fight a boss? I don't remember the boss fights in the previous game. I just don't remember it. Okay, it's definitely an arena, it's just really big. Probably they put probably little additional guys in there to have them drop ammo and stuff. Is my guess.
Blade and spear, shield and stone. To arms, they come. They, what? A Paxotech. A terrible wonder, even for one who has seen many wonders. If its kind walk Yesha foreigner, then surely the wheel of the world is set to turn again. Perhaps it will grind me at last. Pain now outweighs peace.
Back to the dialogue, yep.
Of my days. God murderer. The traveler tried once. She came upon me at first light, when the dew had not yet fallen from the grass. A carpenter, and daughter of a carpenter who was a carpenter's son. The branches took her at once. I wonder if her saw is still clenched within her fair hand. How came I to this wretched state? Its eyes reached the question, before its tongue left home or hearth. The tumbling ruin beneath its tender pads was once a fortification, an encircling bulwark to the greatest conurbation ever brought forth on Yesha's soil. Such faith we put in its solidity. Merchant and marshal, peasant and prince, their souls kneeled at the altar of within and without. But a wall is a false god, built to crumble. The only thing a wall ever truly divides
Oh my god.
is a fool from his
And that's not even the right amount, and my bot is stupid.
Open swiftly. They split the bulwark stone as a hot needle kisses the onion skin of a boil, and the pus poured through on tangled wooden limbs. Yes, the final calamity. Their numbers endless. They rushed upon us like a river in flood. The end began. Teeming with life. The sun has never shone on a city greater, ruined, so that I might not even visit it in dreams. Charnel. By the root. Yes. The final calamity. Their numbers endless. They rushed upon us like a river in flood. The end began. For 40 days, we fought them on these steps. The soldiers fell first, then the officers, then they called upon the priests. We knew the children would be next. And so, we flung our very bodies into the breach. Some were torn apart like green shoots in a glutton's teeth. Others were swallowed whole and vanished from the sphere. I stuck, anguished cork in a malign bottle. It seethes around me. It waits to disgorge its grotesqueries once more upon Yesha's scalded skin. Please, Paxotech, wanderer, it who would do right, put its edge to this cursed snarl.
vent its rage upon it. I shall greet death as an old friend, and we shall go hand in hand to the horizon, leaving the suffering of this blasted heath far behind. Destroy the knot.
This sucks. What the F was this? Oh, I already fought one of you. You guys were hilarious before. My gosh, dude! Really? Really? What is hitting me, man? Oh, little archer dudes. Yippee skippy. Skippy yippee time for me. Please run. Ass. Nope. I thought that might end the enemies. It does not. Lick my butthole. Who is like following me? Where are the archers? What the frick are you? I'm out! Oh. I know I died. That sucked so bad. I even used my spare heal. Do I collect my... Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I have no idea. What I want to do is take damage at the beginning here.
Come on.
They basically attack me in waves. I think I probably caused way too many of them to appear at the same time. Yeah. Really? I wasted my ammo on this when I... Who's next? That spawned something, didn't it? You think it's not looking good? Yeah, you're right. It's not looking good. Give me a freaking second. Oh my gosh! Oh, why don't I just stand there and take a hit? That'd be cool. get a spawn? Thought I heard a spawn. The next wave's the killer one. No! No! It's reloading! There's more? Seal. Son of a... Who's next? Almost out of bullets. Ugh. Defiler? Oh, were you the boss? You are the boss. No wonder it was so hard. I had like so many regular enemies along with this guy. With that. Just die. No! Thank you. It's been a while since I've had a game rile me up this much with boss fights. Oh, hey buddy.
Am I? Is this real? Or has insensate madness claimed me? Exalted. I have not tasted air unmixed with the foul humors of the Tango in an age's age, nor dared I dream that I ever might again, much less feel the soft touch of good soil beneath my hooves. or the kiss of the wind. On my free fur. Faithless, faithless have I been. And yet, Paxeltech came, with war in its right hand, and temperance in its left. The Paxeltech came, and I am saved. Two-handed warrior. It has my allegiance, whatever may come. Paxeltech have a gift for death, this much is true, but they are not all destroyers. Perhaps if it fights with us, perhaps the root may yet be crushed under the wheel of time. Take this, though it be a relic of Relamer, stewards of death. Wield it in defense of life. No thanks is needed, for I owe it a debt unpayable. I think I shall linger here a while yet. Many are those who fell on these blood-soaked steps. No, some are now naught but bones. They each deserve the funerary rites of royalty. These I shall endeavor to complete with whatever time is left to me. If its road should ever wind this way again, grace me with a visit. There are yet tales of Yesha, I might tell it, if it cares to hear them shared.
Oh, great. More tales.
On the contrary, it has been ages since I felt so very much alive. Let us first be properly introduced. Once I was called Lich, foremost of the Lemir. High priest of the dead. Oh, I gloried in that title. Would a funerary priest of the deathless, the highborn, one who wraps the powerful in glory, and a Muslim who seals the secrets of the eternal Empress with sweet seed oil and with night sap. We guarded the flesh of the great and sought their resurrection. Among these trusted sacred pan, I was the utmost. I relished the favor of her permanence. More fool I. For many epochs, the highborn did not fear the flow of time, for the fruit of the Thane tree kept it at bay. But there are other ways to die. Misadventure. The Eternal Empress dreamed of defeating this final terminus. If life could be taken, could it not be given back? The flesh was preserved against that question's answer. This was the province of the Lemir. But let us start at the beginning. Much would I have it know. And to know all, it must know what is first. Would it hear the history of the pan? In the time before time, the pan lived in the place that was. It is said that there came a great plague that ravaged the land so that the fields were seeded only with the bones of the dead and yielded only the cries of the bereft. With his flock drowning in woe, the leader of the pan held forth a great decree. 100 ships were built to hold 10,000 souls, with their god of many faces cutting the waves before them. The pan that were ventured across the Vilkmarza, the dark sea, through the long night. The vaunts prayed and the red widows wept, for no one knew if the dark sea had a far shore. 100 days lit the 100 ships, and 100 nights drew their swaddling across them too. But 101st day, as the Red Widow in the foremost ship bowed her horns to the god of many faces, a bird lit between them, singing, "Glory to the Pan, for they have reached the King Mother." Yesha rose like the dawn before them, unseen, untamed, and free. I suppose the histories will wait. I can see the two-handed one is eager to have the sanguine light laid bare. It would be my pleasure to shed a light of my own. The blood moon has long been known to us as the wounded brightness. It is said to have sailed in the night sky throughout the plague of the place that was. As such, modern Pan viewed the blood moon as an omen, a sign portending our doom. I would have been counted among these sour soothsayers at one time, and yet, for my savior to appear so nigh the red darkness, this shifts my thoughts. Perhaps the blood moon is not an omen, but merely a herald. Change, two-handed one. I count it now a sign of change. For good or ill, I cannot say.
Yes,
Does
angry.
this slake the two-handed one's thirst for knowledge? Or would Yesha's
I'm not
history make
sleeping.
a fine dessert? If I recall, the king who was, him known to the Pan as Colket the War-handed, later Colket the Woe-begone, and at last as Colket the Wise. Quick of blade was he in his youth, a fearsome general who watered the tree of progress with the lifeblood of many enemies. But the exploits of youth brought Colket no peace in age. They say he took the plague as fate's judgment against his warlike eye. Fate offered a choice: flee the land of his fathers, or end his line as the king of death. Colket hesitated no more in pilgrimage than he had in war. He raised up ships as once he had raised regiments. He sailed from the place that was with a heart full of hope. He was never to see Asia's shores. He passed in peace before the crossing's end, greeting death with grace. The god of many faces had been with the Pan since the place that was. Longer. None speak of a time before its guardianship. It was a god as real as the soil beneath us. A god one could visit, a god one could touch. Its ways were not known, but all agreed it loved us and ever would. Nor would I have it hear of this, for this tendril twines with its own. But patience, two-handed one. Each thing in time. In those days, there was no empress. There were no queens. Colket the Wise passed on the dark sea and left no heir. It was only agreed that the clergy should step in where Colket had stood. The Vaughns spoke for the many-faced one, and the Red Widows spoke for the sun, stone, sky, and stream. It had been ever thus. Now, they linked hands to cradle the destiny of the Pan. For 80 days, the Vaughns fell prostrate upon Yesha's unfamiliar shore. They prayed for a sign that our searching was over, and that this forest should be ours. On the 80th day, two forms emerged from the depths of the jungle. First came a doe with coat of red. Where it walked, the soil gave forth flowers and sweet berries, and they took it as a sign of grace. But behind the doe came another, a wolf with fur as lightless as the obsidian waves the Pan had so lately crossed. Surely, this great beast was a portent of death. Yet, desperate were these threadbare priests of old, and of these visions to their charges, these Vaughns spoke only one. And why not? The doe fills all who glimpse it with a spirit of hope and a sense of growth. It leaps among the shrub and bramble even now, even with Yesha sundered by the root. There are those who think it more than a spirit, a god in waiting. These call themselves the children of the Red Doe. The carpenter's daughter was one such. May her faith be rewarded. May her spirit roam the forest alongside the doe forever free. Those who glimpse the doe often glimpse the wolf, for the latter seems compelled to pursue the former. Yeah. To hear those early Vaughns tell it would be to hear of many different wolves in pursuit, and only one doe. A simple deception, but a far-reaching one. Modern Pan know the truth. What must it be to spend an eternity chasing that which one might catch but may not kill? For the wolf and the doe have often met, antler and tooth, hoof and claw. The doe may spill the wolf's blood, and the wolf may taste the doe's flesh, but never the other's life to take. Yesha itself forbids it. They say the chase has driven the wolf quite mad. With the assurance of the Vaughns, the Pan took to Yesha and she to us. And for a time, there was stillness. Men were born who had never known the land that was, nor the endless sea at their backs. One such was called Genus. She was but 15 springs when she felt the calling of the Red Widows, and not 3 more when she felt the touch of sickness. As Genus approached the door of death, she sought her sisters, for there were no Laner yet, and it was the Red Widows who ushered the Pan into the soil. But Genus's malady was known to the Widow Mother, to her, to the Elder Pan. It seemed the plague had found them again, even on this distant shore. Genus was shunned, cast out into the jungle, and her name was forbidden from Pan lips. None among them could have foreseen what would come next. Plague-ridden and scorned, the Red Widow Genus had been cast into the jungle to be forgotten. But fate had other plans. After many days in the jungle, Genus emerged. The Pan were humbled, for all signs of plague had been lifted from the young Genus, replaced by a regal gait none could deny. Fascinated, all assembled to hear her tale. And quite a tale it was. Genus spoke of a vision that had come upon her as she lay in the moss, gasping out her last. In her vision, the plagues had returned. Pan, young and old, wailed and keened and spat their last blood on Yesha's pristine sand. But then, when all seemed lost, a great tree rose out of the jungle, strange and wonderful, and heavy with luminous fruit. This tree, the Thane, she named it, gave all who ate of it a life unending. The Pan embraced it, and their glory stretched on. For 1,000 epochs, Zenas rose to power on this. The spire built of words by spreading her message of doom and salvation. The Red Widows were easy converts, inclined to believe their sister, and eager to spread her vision to all the Pan. In time, they held more sway than even the Vaughns. It was a great shift. It would not be the last. Among the Red Widows, Zenas was quickly elevated to Widow Mother. The crops flourished, and the villages spread. The jungle receded from the shore. It is difficult to say. Zenas has had charge of her own legend for an age of ages. Suffice to say, there is enough truth to her vision for me to know her personally, though I was born some 30 mothers hence, and yet, in knowing her, I find its question impossible to answer. But we get ahead of ourselves, two-handed one. Many seasons passed, and
Mike skipped all this. Well, congratulations, now you get to hear it.
Her 77th winter, Zenas had another vision. The Thane called to her, and she told her people it was time to seek it out. For the calamity was imminent. 500 Pan were assembled to undertake the expedition. Zenas herself, a contingent of Red Widows, a party from each of the villages. Many imagined they would never see their queen again. Those that lived long enough came to know the taste of those words. When Zenas, now as young and beautiful as the day she first beat death, emerged from the jungle once more, with 49 immortals at her back. She had been reborn a second time.
My hell.
As an Empress Eternal.
I'm just going to read it, and I'm going to spam through it.
For years, they
in my head.
The forest, battling hunger, storms. Many succumbed to death by the 21st spring. Only 5 red. It was they whom she led into the clearing. It was they who tasted the fruit. No plague has touched the Pan since. But calamity where, unless I am much mistaken, the Empress lives yet. For no... if the Pan vanish from Yeshus, with death doth leashed, the eternal Zenas and her immortal great ziggurats were hewn from the living rock, and at their feet Zenas' prophecies all came about. Save what of the great calamity, but none worried. Save a few vaults. No achievement seemed to be. It was then that the wolf came.
How should I do it? I barely speak / read English. It's too fast. Watch it later. Watch it on the VOD.
But the story of Yesha is the story of who tastes the 49 immortals begat many more. They traded favor with the Empress, traded years. They called it the Ravager. The very it sprang from the jungle as sudden as a squall. Fear fell like night across the Empire. There were those who would have seen it, but the Ravager was never much glimpsed at the red doe. The green things of the jungle sprang from the red. Who knew what would become of the doe if the who knew? It was the twice humbled Vaughns who kept the end, for the Vaughns had pondered the beast since at first. It was they who had learned to listen to Aethir's song. Balance returned.
Oh my gosh.
And the wheel of time rolled on. The song of all living things, it permeates our forest. It whispers in the Vaughns devote them. They play it to tap its power, as other Pan might use those attuned in prayer here. Even a Paxeltech. Who is to say? For that was... with the Ravager appeased, the Empress dreamed of rule eternal. The Thane tree. For many lifetimes her permanence hid. She had amassed a great store of fruit, and surely why crack the very bedrock? But the tree's decline could not be arrested. We lay there, once prepared for the final death of death. Now, we found ourselves winding with perhaps what came next was a rebellion, insurrection, revolt. This, for a life of lifetimes, the eternal Empress had hid, but like the Vaughns of old, had underestimated the power of one. Genus herself failed to Navoon was one of... I know only that she had no taste for the Emperor. Her words found home in the ears of the... No slaves could hope to challenge the power of it. But what about a nobility in disarray? One where they rose, first singly, then in a tidal wave. Ever was Gina served by the Red Widow. Some among the widow's ranks forswore, and Gina's herself had been the lowest widow. How fitting, then, that the last... It bridled when I called it God. Surprised I am that it should know so little of the deep... Let us walk those prints now. It has heard of Yeshan's civil war, of slave with blade of hope. Into that tempest walked one of its kind, Baxeldeck, whatever its motive. Even as the Pan turned their raven, our god of many faces remained satisfied. It was an ever-present comfort. The destroyer, Baxeldeck, oh yeah, we knew not that it was the god of many faces, but in death, many faces' absence was soon felt. Travelers spoke of who knew that the very air could rip. Oh, how we fought, our world's lifeblood, drizzled, most perished. I thought our tale told, our race run. I gave the impression, perhaps, that Yesha was uninhabited. This is not so. Perhaps they once thought to defend their forest, lash in that no ring could hope to withstand the onslaught of energy we Pan have learned to draw from Yesha. The Flying Ones have no talent for crystal craft. Lure, I know not who first discovered the potential, only that it is a whimsical god indeed, who sends the most... As sure as there is iron in the soil, it was a pad-footed Paxeltech who slew our guardian and brought the root. Would it be so strange to see, perhaps as with Genus and Navoon, it has done me a service unpaid. Colquette brought war. Its forebears brought the root, but its wisdom stayed the flame. Take this now, as a token. The Pan must put their faith in action, and I forever owe them I must pay. Oh, two-handed warrior, the Baxeldeck has become
Holy
I honor it.
crap. Summons. What did I pick up from him? What was the last thing I just got? What did I just get from him? I saw what it was. I thought it was like an amulet or something. Oh my gosh, stop jumping. Okay, it was... I have to access this menu to see it. There it is. Thanks, buddy. You talk so much. Holy crap. Can I fast travel from here? Mutators? I'm not talking to the old guy again. I don't have a mutate. Why are you telling me about things that I don't have? Unless they're different. Is this a mutate? What is this? Oh, it is a mutator. Reduces stamina cost while charge melee attacks. Oh, great. I never will charge my melee attacks. You missed the longest dialogue in the world, LJ. I had to start spamming through it because it wouldn't stop. Now, do I have to fight through this again? Of course I will. They just would not shut up.
Looks like I'm full up.
Welcome back, LJ. I can't talk. The game won't let me. The game's like, that's even enough for us. I was about to go insane. I like literally was gonna go insane. I killed the bird. The bird flew into my bullet. You saw it, right? You saw it, right? The bird flew into my bullet.
Huh. Well, this isn't looking good.
We also did our first main boss fight. That guy we talked to was after the boss fight. Something big's coming. Oh my gosh! Damage reduction. Hopefully we don't experience the mother again. How did you feel about Dying Light overall, LJ? Oh, that's where I came from. Angry you didn't save any birthday cake? Wait, who had birthday cake? Now I'm all turned around. Where the flip am I? Oh, this is where I wanted to go. You enjoyed the main game. Was it your mom's birthday cake? Was there a birthday cake? Ooh. Enjoyed the main game. DLC was pretty glitchy, but might actually have a better story. Oh, you didn't even have any cake. Dang. Let them eat. No cake. Ah! Don't scope, man. Ah! What about me regarding Dying Light? Hold on, how can you not bake some carrot cake for your mom's birthday? Send me a piece of my mom's birthday day, and just cook something for everyone. Angry bake Jane a cake and send her it. And you also owe her a burger. Okay, Dying Light. Am I in this room? Main game. After what? I don't know. Halfway through? our experience with Dying Light's main game, I was getting a little tired of it. As you know, the looting was driving me crazy. I liked it at the beginning. It got too repetitive. For the most part. DLC adding the cars, actually, I enjoyed the cars. Because it changed it up. Did I miss? Oh my gosh, where did you come from? My gosh. Yeah, there's too much loot that just here it goes again, you know, loot for $5 here, loot for a pack of cigarettes there. It was like you want loot to have meaning for the most part. Okay. How many of these perks am I gonna get? Am I gonna have to like choose between various perks as I get them? That's my guess. Where's the archer dudes that spawn there? Are they a random spawn? Do I have to get back to my death spot? I don't understand the rules of this game.
Great, more bad news.
Where's your friend? You always come in pairs. Where's your buddy? He's talking about food. Good thing I'm not particularly hungry right now, even though I should be. Oh, great, my controller batteries are low. This game doesn't pause, so I'm not risking it. Ready? When I played Remnant 1, I had my controller batteries die in the middle of a difficult place, and I changed my batteries so fast. So fast. What spawned? Oh, one of those guys. Something big spawned. Great. Jackal. Okay. Why is everybody freaking out so much? I don't even know, man. I don't even know where to go. I feel like I took a bad turn here. Low on bullets. Every encounter is stressful. I hate the interconnectedness of this map. This is music. We're gonna find an NPC. Definitely something. What? What is this? What was that? I could have just blowed that up. I got a new mutator. Holy crap. Tempting you into gambling. Reduces the heat generation. Heat generation? The gun has a heat generation? What are you talking about? Nobody taught me about that. Oh, what? I don't know what heat is in this game. There's a heat indicator? You know, I mostly brought that back for Mumu, and we haven't seen him in a long time. What's blue mean? Non-hostile. It's an NPC. Non-hostile NPC.
Great. Now I'm hearing music.
Oh, Baxultek. We must speak again.
Please, I would love to speak
Friend
again.
Baxultek, it returns. But of course it has. Long ago the Baxultek and I spoke of songs and... Ah, of course. It is not the same Baxultek. A new friend then. I have searched these woods for countless days, and seen neither Pan nor Baxultek. All save for the great Thane tree, for it has been corrupted by our once god. If there is hope, you will find it. Travel through this temple, to the far woods, and on to the Widow's Court. But beware, friend Baxultek. The Thane is a dark place. The devil... Yes. All life stems from the great tree. The Thane is the heart of the Pan. If there is any hope at all, it lies quite so. Baxultek have graced this world for generations. The Wanderer, who faced the Ravager. Alas, songs are not sung of Baxultek, but I am blessed to have met many. I rest only. These lands have not been safe. The forest dies, Baxultek. The balance has either failed or betrayed us. There is little hope. Even now, yes. Corruption swallows all things, and the balance is... It began slowly at first. A remote grove in the forest. Some blame Baxultek. But though Baxultek have come and gone, the rot both precedes. Praise be the one of many. Mortal faces lie. But the one, the god of many faces, has watched over every generation of the Pan, even before our people found Yesha. Even when our song, yet our negligence brought a cost. And the one of... Now, the waning of our great tree has allowed corruption. I fear greatly for Yesha, friend Baxultek. Ah, the eternal empress, Ginas the Perennial, mistress of the Thane. It was she who discovered the Tree of Life, and it is she who brings peace. Yet the tree wanes, and corruption devours Yesha's every corner. Her divine permanence has protected us for long. Listen to me. I must trust the songs. Hope and faith are kin, and one cannot have one without the other. May it return again.
This is the main path. but I left too much out there. I can't go on the main path yet. Dang it. Axel Tech. Oh, it did happen, LJ. Thank you. I'll have to put that back and probably remove that from the wheel. No, it wasn't. Remember the wheel had a earn VIP option, and I set it up to automatically give someone a VIP, but then lose it. It was for like a 30-day VIP or something, and so it registered that as losing VIP because it said you only get it for 30 days. I forgot all about that until you just said you lost your VIP. And no, it's not because of the poop incident. Jackholes.
Come on.
I don't see any sort of heat indicator on my gun. Maybe I just don't shoot fast enough for it to be an issue. Skill duration. Did I miss that room? How would I even get over there? Over here to the right, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I missed this because of friggin' chest, man. This is all brand new.
Oh, shit.
Blue item over there in the distance.
Can't carry anymore.
Oh.
No more room.
What is going on with you guys? This will lead me back to that checkpoint save. What's that green stuff up there? Can I climb up that? How do I get up there? I mean, it's not on the map, but there's definitely items up there. You can go off the map. Aura pellet? I don't know what that is. Cool. Where do I want to go? There's like a little... Oh, what the... Oh, hey bird. Chill. Alright, alright! What would I do? How would I get rid of this bird? You're sitting on items, bird. Yeah, you can't hurt anything that aims green when you aim at it. Dang. Probably got a friggin' nice item there. What time is it? I gotta wrap up this map if I can. Okay, I can cancel my melee attacks if I dodge. That's something. I swear I hear them behind me. Yep. Why are you spawning behind me? Stop shooting animals? I did shoot a couple deer, but that's because they can hurt me. Even though they're not aggressive, if they happen to just run through you, then they can hurt. I pre-shoot the animals so they don't hurt me later. Now, if you're talking about these root creatures, then you're way off. They must die. Okay, I think I've almost cleared the map, except for getting that item where that bird is. And as Angry says about the bird, I likes my meat very, very rare. I likes my meat rare. I likes it raw. Okay, I missed one thing over here to the right. Oh, nice. Trait point. Okay, now I just need to run over there. Oops. Is there a zoom? Yeah, there is a zoom. Wait, what? Explored. Okay. I don't know. Where's the map? Where's the map? Stop sucking, map. I lost the map. Those two are explored. This one's my primary. Okay. You can find one trait point in every map. In part 1. I found at least 2 here. No. I found one in the side quest, and I found one here. So I think you're right. They probably carried that over. Who was freaking out at the beginning where this was being too hard for me? You guys just didn't have any faith in me. It's so easy now. Hi, guy. Bye. Alright, hopefully there's a crystal right when I walk through this. Yep. This whole stream, I haven't used my special ability once. I keep forgetting about it. Plus, it's obnoxious to try to actually activate it. Somebody want to talk to me? Oh, upgrade weapon.
How goes it, friend? Certainly. All right. Take care, my friend.
Do I want to upgrade it?
What can I do? So long.
What's this purple? There's a purple. Oh, it's that coded. It's that chest with the code.
You look like you ready to part with some.
Alright, this is like a machine gun, long gun. Maybe that one's. Wrangler? Widowmaker. So only hold one magazine, only holds one bullet at a time. Does a lot of damage though. That's a sniper rifle for sure. Should I buy a new gun or should I just deal with what I have?
Watch yourself, stranger.
I'm just gonna deal with what I have.
Ah, good to see.
Okay, that one's maxed until I get a new upgrade material called Forged Iron.
You know where to find me.
I want all my money. I shouldn't have done that.
This better be good. Let's have a look.
Oh, she offers mods for
Yep.
decent price. Oh, I should have looked into armor too.
I got a notion what's really in Mudtooth's stew.
Hey,
I shouldn't say
I
it
don't
out
suppose you've
proper
seen
evidence.
Clementine out there. The talk about her's all skittish. That's too bad. Keep trying, hey? Well, all right.
I can buy a ton of iron. After performing a slide, how do you do a slide? Gain 15% evade speed and 10% movement speed for 12 seconds. I don't even know how to do a slide.
I'll be here when you get back.
Oh, like that.
You know, you remind me
I
so
think,
much of
except you immediately go into a crouch mode, which that's great. Okay, just for you, Angry, I'm gonna see.
Back again, huh? Question. Would you believe old Mud
He's out of talking. Oh,
around again?
oh, happy days. Okay, I haven't advanced enough. I haven't advanced enough. That's amazing. All right, kiddos. Oh wait, I have a trait point. I don't have summons. Your skill cooldowns. What skills? I don't even know what that means. Mod power generation. Sure.